Today in this video, this might be the most important one I've done so far. Even though this one has got nothing to do with calories, protein, carbohydrates, exercise, nutrition. You see, there's a simple but crucial procedure everyone needs to do before they lift a single weight or have a single bite of their nutrition or even step foot in the gym. And if you successfully complete this procedure, the nutrition and the training will come easy and you'll be propelled forwards and charged up with unstoppable momentum. If you ignore this step like most people do, then you're destined to fail no matter what you do or how hard you try. And there's been so many people that have started a program and stopped because of this lacking in their program. And this crucial first step is nothing to do with physical training. It's about mental training and goal setting. And this could be the difference between knowing what to do and doing what you know. You see, most people know what to do. They know what to eat, they know what's good for them, they know everything that's going to make them successful. But they don't do what they know, and that's because of a lack of mental training. You might think it's your total conscious that controls your behaviors, and that's willpower. Willpower is what gets you going, but willpower only lasts so long. It's your subconscious that really controls your behavior and your inner feelings and motivation. Because if you know what to do, but you can't seem to get yourself to do it, that's because you've been setting up negative or conflicting messages in your subconscious mind. And in the back of your mind, it's just something stopping you from getting what you want done. You're emotionally conditioned with bad habits and bad behaviors. But luckily, over time, and it does take time, and I'm still really struggling with it now and working on it every day, is to reprogram my subconscious mind with positive instructions, positive affirmations, positive habits that will get me going in the right direction and having my subconscious work for me and not against me. So let's go into the mind a bit more. So there's two components. There's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is your rational, logical, analytical side of your mind that takes your information from your five senses and then it reasons and analyzes that and comes to some kind of conclusion whether that is true or false, if what you see is what you believe. The subconscious part of your mind is responsible for data storing and memory, automatic behavior and habits, reflexes and automatic function of your body, such as digestion, breathing and circulation. It's important to understand that unlike the conscious mind, the subconscious mind doesn't really think. It's entirely deductive in nature, which means it works like a computer. All the data programmed into your subconscious computer is accepted and assumed to be true, regardless if it is or if it isn't. It just accepts everything as it reaches it and then carries out the programming that you've entered in. The best way to program your subconscious mind is through hypnosis or affirmations, and this is proven to be true. And it's repeated during deep relaxation, and that's the quickest way to access your subconscious mind. Another way to get it through much slower is through repetition, and everyone knows that when you repeat something, when you're learning something, gradually it does become subconscious. So everything you hear, see, say, read or think will eventually filter down into your subconscious. In other words, you're constantly programming your brain through conscious self-suggestion, or you're allowing your brain to be programmed through external suggestion. If you want some kind of metaphor for this whole thing, it's like a ship or the captain of a ship. So the captain's the guy that gives the commands and sends it down to the engine room. The subconscious mind is like the men down in the engine room. So no matter what orders come from the bridge, which is the conscious mind, the crew obeys, and even if the orders are stupid ones that crash the ship into a rocky shore, the reasons this happens is because the crew, the subconscious, they can't see where the ship's going and they're simply following orders. So taking that to real life, the crew and the subconscious accepts everything that your conscious mind commands it to do. It's just the sole purpose is for it to obey and carry out orders, even if you say stupid ones. So if you say to your subconscious, "I'll never see my abs," or "I'll always be fat," frequent repetition of thinking this is one of the most certain ways to penetrate your subconscious mind, and that's why repeating that over and over will see it and accept it as true. So if you program your subconscious with negative suggestions, often enough your subconscious will lead you right into cheating on your diet, skipping workouts, or other forms of self-sabotage. So we talk to our subconscious all the time. Reading here on my notes, psychologists estimate we think up to 60,000 thoughts a day, and 98% of these thoughts are the ones that we had yesterday. Most of them are negative. So this is things like, I don't have the willpower to get lean, or I hate cardio, or I hate being fat, or I'll try, or I can't seem to get myself up early in the morning. So if we want to be successful in losing body fat or any other endeavour in life, we must master our communication with ourselves. We take charge of our self-talk, we kind of police our own thinking and literally reprogram our brain for success. And goals are what make doing what you know possible. When you set them deep in your subconscious mind, into the very soul of your thoughts and everything you do in the day, that can produce action. They create energy, they create motivation. They get you out of bed early in the morning to go running in the rain. They get you to the gym. They're the secret to staying motivated the entire time and setting emotionally charged goals in writing and to stay focused with those goals day and night without taking your eyes off them. A goal is the purpose and the fuel that propels you forward. When you decide to set goals for yourself at the beginning of any endeavour, there's some rules you need to follow. First one is set something specific, narrow it down, right down to the digit. So exactly how many pounds do you want to lose? When do you want to complete it? How much body fat do you want to lose? How much exactly do you want to weigh? And set a measurable goal. And set big goals. Often a lot of people don't set a big enough goal for themselves because they're worried that a failure. Set something really big and then you can break it down into smaller goals over smaller periods of time. Just make sure those goals are realistic. So, the whole lose 30 pounds in 30 days or lose 10 pounds over the weekend isn't realistic. So something like half a kilo a week or 1 pound to 2 pounds per week is a realistic goal over time. So overall you want to set a long-term ultimate goal of what you want. Then you can set a 12-month goal. Then you can set 3-month goals. And then you can set weekly goals. You can even go all the way down to daily goals, which is thinking more like daily affirmations of the habits you want to develop and things you want to do repeatedly every day. When you set your goals, think about the reason why you want to get to that goal and have a real emotional connection with why you want to have that. The why is really important, I've found, because when you find yourself struggling, everyone has off days where they're not feeling it that day. So when you come back to the why am I doing this, as long as that why is strong enough, then you'll have the motivation to continue. So this could be something like getting in shape for a wedding or vacation or being attractive. Finally, when you've got these goals, write them down so it's tangible and you can refer back to them. And when you write them down, don't write them in the future tense, write them in the present tense. And use them personally. So use the affirmations, I am, or I have. Because your subconscious only responds to commands in a personal manner. And your affirmations must be in the present tense because subconsciously there's no future. It only responds to stuff in the present tense. So some examples of goals finally are, I'm so happy and thankful my body fat is in the single digits. I'm 9% body fat and I look great. So it's got emotion, it's positive, it's personal and it's present. Or I can see all of my toes when I look down. Or by January 1st, I can fit comfortably into size 32 pants without having to inhale. Or I'm surprising and shocking my friends and family who've not seen me in a while by the way I look. By Christmas time. So it's always about emotion, it's personal, it's present and it's positive. When you've got these goals written down, read them once in the morning when you wake up and once before you go to bed. So twice a day, every day. The reason you do them at these times is because that's when you have easiest access to your subconscious mind, just around the dreaming time. and repeating them again is programming them again and again and again. A lot of people, when they do New Year's resolutions, they say it once and they forget it. So if you say it again and again and again and again and again, it will deeply ingrain into your subconscious mind. This was a long video, sorry guys, but it's really, really important. And over the next couple of videos, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about mental training and how you can really, really propel yourself with momentum and motivation and a few tricks you can do. Catch you next time.